life conversations and work on your life at the same time. I'm Anna.
And I am Jake. Okay, before we say anything deep, I want to play a tiny game with you and with everyone listening.
Ooh, a game already. I like this.
All right. If you think about 2026 so far, from 1 to 10, how is your life going right now? But wait, you cannot choose 7.
You always do this. Why no 7?
Because 7 is the safe number. It means it is not great, not terrible. Please do not ask more questions.
Yes, 7 is like, my life is fine. Leave me alone.
So if you are listening, think of your number, 1 to 10, but not 7.
Okay, Jake, what's your number?
I knew this was a trap. Right now, I think I'm at a 5.5.
Brave. Why 5.5?
Because I'm doing some good things, but I also know I'm still playing safe in many areas. My life is not terrible, but I do not feel I'm using my full story yet.
I like how honest that is.
And what about you?
I think I am at a 6. My days are okay, but I can feel that if I keep living exactly like this, I will be disappointed at the end of the year.
And maybe you listening have a number in your head now. 4, 6, 3, 8, something like that.
And the funny thing is, when you are not allowed to say 7, you suddenly see your life more clearly. You realize if you are actually happy or just kind of surviving.
And that is exactly why we are here today. Not to judge your number, but to ask a quiet question behind it.
Yeah, if nothing really changed in your life this year and you reached December with the same number, would you be okay with that?
Oof, that's a brutal question, because for many people, the honest answer is no, but their habits are still quietly answering yes every single day.
If you feel that, you're in the right place. We're still in the early part of 2026. The year has already started properly, real life is happening, but the story is not finished.
And that is exactly what this episode is about, your 2026 comeback. Not a perfect new year, new me fantasy, but a real change from where you are right now.
And today we're talking about how to change your life, your 2026 comeback. We'll talk about taking risks, not playing too safe, failing, hitting rock bottom, drifting into the wrong life, and slowly rising from the ashes.
We will also look at those quiet, everyday choices that look small, but secretly decide your number on that 1 to 10 scale.
And yes, we will do all of this in English that you can understand. This is a B2 to early C1 level episode.
So the language will be richer and more natural, but we will still speak clearly, repeat important ideas, and explain our word tour vocabulary as we go.
And if you're strong B1 or A2, you can still stay with us. Some parts will feel challenging, but that's how your brain grows. You can always listen again and you'll catch more every time.
And explain our word tour vocabulary as we go.
And if you're strong B1 or A2, you can still stay with us. Some parts will feel challenging, but that's how your brain grows. You can always listen again and you'll catch more every time.
Maybe right now you're on a bus or at your desk or washing dishes or lying in bed with your phone in your hand, thinking, I really do not want another copy-paste year.
And if that's you, this episode is for you.
Paste year.
And if that's you, this episode is for you.
And before we go deeper, one small request.
If you enjoy learning and thinking with us, please like this episode. Subscribe to the channel and maybe share it with one friend who also needs a 2026 comeback.
Yeah, every like, comment, and share helps more learners find the English Leap podcast and tells YouTube this is good for people who want real English and real change.
And we really love reading your comments.
So here is our question for you today. In the comments, write 2 things. Your number from 1 to 10 for 2026 so far, and 1 short movie title for your last 2 months.
For example, I'm a 5. Movie title, Still Scared, Still Trying. Or I'm an 8. Movie title, Quiet Comeback. Be honest, funny or serious, both are okay.
And later in the episode, we will also have a calm word tour.
Right. In Word Tour, we take 10 powerful words and expressions from this episode and explain them slowly so you can really own them.
And remember, when these words appear for the first time in our conversation, one of us will quickly explain the meaning in simple language so you do not feel lost.
So, New Year energy, old habits, big dreams, old fears, and that quiet part of you that still believes you can change.
Let us start by talking about why playing life too safe can be
Change.
Let us start by talking about why playing life too safe can be more dangerous than failing, and how that choice shapes your 2026 comeback. All right, let's jump in.
Yeah, let's start with something a little uncomfortable. Jake, if we're honest, most of us aren't failing because life is too hard. We're failing because life is a little too comfortable.
You mean that feeling when life is not amazing, but it's not terrible, so you just stay there?
Exactly. Your life is fine, and then slowly you become complacent.
Complacent, that's a great word. It means you get a bit too
Complacent.
complacent. That's a great word. It means you get a bit too comfortable. So you stop really trying to grow, right?
Yes, that's it.
Comfortable. So you stop really trying to grow. Right?
Yes, that's it. You have enough to survive, so you stop fighting to really live.
I think many people listening know this feeling. Your job is okay, your English is okay, your relationships are okay. Nothing is on fire, but nothing is on fire in a good way either.
Yeah, nothing is burning with passion. It's like your life is on low battery mode. Everything works, just very slowly.
And the funny part is, you usually don't decide that life. You don't sit down and write, "My dream is to live an average gray life."
No one writes that.
Yes, you just drift into it.
Drift into something means you slowly slide into that situation without really choosing it. One small, easy decision after another.
Right. You say, "I'll skip English today. I'm tired." Then tomorrow, "I'll start that project next month." Then, "I'll talk to that person later." And suddenly you look up and an entire year has passed.
And that's when the new year hits you. You look at your calendar, you see 2026, and you realize, wait, I'm still living like it's 2023.
So if you feel that, if you feel you drifted into a smaller life than you wanted, please know you are not alone.
But we are also not going to lie to you. At some point, you have to stop being complacent and start being brave.
So where do we start if we don't want to drift and we don't want to stay complacent?
I think we start with accepting one simple truth. You are going to fail.
Wow, thank you, Anna. What a positive podcast. Welcome. You are going to fail.
I know, it sounds terrible, but it is actually good news.
How is that good news?
Because if you expect to fail sometimes, you stop being shocked when it happens. You stop thinking, I am broken, and you start thinking, okay, this is part of the process.
Right. The problem is not that we fail. The problem is how we talk to ourselves when we fail.
Exactly. Maybe last year you promised, I will study English every day, but you fell short of that plan.
Fall short of something means you did not reach the level or goal you wanted. You got close, or maybe you
Every day, but you fell short of that plan.
fall short of something means you did not reach the level. Or goal you wanted. You got close, or maybe not close, but you did not arrive.
And that hurts, right? It can really devastate you when you care about something and you still do not reach it.
Right. Devastate is a strong. Word. It means something hits you very hard emotionally. You feel broken, shocked, really upset.
Yeah. Maybe an exam result devastated you, or a relationship, or a job rejection, or just looking in the mirror and thinking, I am still the same.
And when you feel devastated, it's very easy to make a decision in that pain. I'm not good enough. I'll never change. Why should I try again?
But that's exactly the dangerous moment, the moment you decide what your failure means.
Because failing one exam only means you failed one exam. But when you decide it means I'm stupid, that decision is what really hurts your life.
So if you know you will fall short sometimes, you can plan how to respond before it happens.
That takes us to the next part. If you want to come back,
Here we find the meeting participants in their natural habitat. The cave-dwelling
dreams are not enough.
Yeah, I love dreams, vision boards, big plans, all of that. But dreams without structure are like clouds. Beautiful, but they don't move your life.
You can dream the new you every night and still wake up as the old you every morning.
Exactly. You need something more boring and more powerful. Goals and consistency.
So how do we make that practical for our listeners?
One way is to anticipate your weak moments instead of pretending you are always strong.
Anticipate means you expect something before it happens, and you prepare for it.
Right. For example, if you know that after work you are tired, anticipate that. Maybe do your English in the morning or do a smaller session in the evening.
Or if you know Sunday afternoon is your I hate my lifetime, plan a walk, a call with a friend, or some journaling instead of just scrolling and feeling worse.
And then you choose small, clear goals. Not, I will transform my English. That's too big. Something like, I will listen to this podcast 3 times this week. Or I will write 5 sentences about my day.
And you do it even when it's not dramatic. It's the not-so-glamorous part of a comeback. Quiet repetition, day after day.
Yeah, and because it feels so quiet, your brain starts to think, nothing is changing. That is when fear and comparison walk in, and they can really obscure your progress.
Obscure means to hide something or make it less clear, like when a cloud covers the sun and you cannot really see it anymore.
Right. Maybe your English is better than last year, but because you only look at people above you, your own growth feels invisible.
That is why sometimes you need to look back, not just forward. Look at old messages, old recordings, old journal pages, and notice that your bad now is better than your good from 3 years ago.
That is how you start to believe, okay, if I stay consistent, things actually move, even if I cannot see it every day.
But what about people who feel like they have no progress at all? They do not feel a bit behind. They feel completely lost.
Then we have to talk about the deep part, the moments when you feel like everything collapsed.
Yeah, sometimes it's not just, I failed a little. Sometimes you feel like you hit rock bottom.
Yes, that place where everything feels heavy and nothing makes sense. Hit rock bottom means you reach your lowest point. You feel like you cannot go deeper emotionally or in your situation.
Maybe that was last year for you. Maybe it was money or health or love or mental health or all of them at the same time.
If that's you, we're not going to say just be positive. That kind of advice can actually hurt more.
Yeah, when you're at rock bottom, you don't need a fake smile. You need a real plan to claw your way back.
Yeah, I love that picture because it's not soft or easy. Claw your way back is a strong phrase. It means you return slowly and with effort, like you're climbing out of a deep hole with your hands.
Exactly. And that kind of comeback is not pretty. It's not aesthetic. It's small, messy steps. It's sending one email you're scared of. It's going to one doctor appointment. It's studying for 10 minutes when your brain wants to sleep.
It's asking for help, telling one friend, I'm not okay. It's cleaning your room when your mind feels like chaos. These things look small from outside, but inside, they're huge.
And at rock bottom, you also discover which people really care. Not the ones who only like your success photos, but the ones who answer your 2 a.m. message.
Or your 2 p.m. I'm crying in the bathroom message.
Those ones too.
So if you are at that low place, please do not believe the lie that this is your permanent address. It is not your new home. It is a station on the way.
And tiny actions matter. Every time you do something kind for your future self, you claw your way back a little bit.
And there is another thing that helps a lot when you are trying to stand up again. It is bigger than goals, bigger than motivation.
What is that?
Purpose. Knowing that your life is not just about you.
Yes, when you live only for your own comfort, you become very sensitive and very weak. Every small problem feels huge.
But when you start to live for something bigger, even a little, your pain changes shape.
Maybe your bigger thing is your family. Maybe it's your students. Maybe it's the younger version of you, the kid inside who needed someone like you.
Or maybe it's people on the internet who read your comments and feel less alone.
We see that with you all the time. When you write, I was scared to comment, but I did it anyway, you're not just helping yourself, you give courage to the next person.
And this is important when we talk about changing your life, because if your comeback is only about my body, my money, my success, you will get tired very fast.
But if you think, if I heal, if I grow, I can help someone else, that thought gives you extra energy on the hard days.
And this connects with something many of you feel. You have ideas, you have dreams, but they are still inside your head.
Ah, yes, the idea graveyard inside your mind.
That is a dark image, but very true.
I know, but you can almost imagine them, all your ideas sitting in a waiting room in your brain like, excuse me, is it my turn?
That is the sad part. Many people will die with most of their ideas still sitting in that waiting room.
And honestly, we do not want that for you.
No. At some point, you have to break out of a pattern.
Yeah, exactly. You can't live the same year on repeat forever. Break out of a pattern means you escape from a repeated habit or cycle you keep doing again and again.
Maybe your pattern is big idea, big excitement, no plan, no action, guilt.
That one is very popular.
Or wait for the perfect time, oh no, the year is finished.
Or, I will start when my English is better, but your English doesn't get better because you never start.
What would it look like if you broke out of that pattern this year? Maybe you do something very small, but very real. You send your CV to 2 companies. You join one English conversation group.
You write one page of the book that has been living in your head for
Oh no, the year is finished. Or and your pattern
repeated year on repeat for
break out of a pattern.
Yeah, exactly. You can't live the same year on repeat forever. Break out of a pattern means you escape from a repeated habit or cycle you keep doing again and again.
Is finished.
Because you never start.
What would it look like if you broke out of that pattern this year? Maybe you do something very small, but very real. You send your CV to 2 companies. You join one English conversation group.
You write one page of the book that has been living in your head for 6 years. Even if no one reads it yet, it is not in the waiting room anymore. It entered the world.
That is all a comeback is. Not a big dramatic movie scene. It is a series of quiet moments where you finally say, I'm tired of this pattern. And you do one thing differently.
And when you do that, you will still make mistakes. You will still fall.
But that's okay, because what really matters is the direction you fall.
Yeah, many people fall and then fall backward into their old story, their old identity.
See, I failed again. I knew I was useless. Let me go back to my small, safe life.
But there is another way to fall. You can fall forward.
Yeah, when you fall forward, you still hit the ground, you still feel the pain, but you land a little closer to where you want to be. You learn something.
Maybe you start speaking more English at work and you make a mistake. You feel embarrassed. You can fall back into silence, or you can fall forward and think, okay, now I know how this sentence really works.
Yeah, maybe you try a new project and it does not work. You can say, I'm a loser. Or you can say, I just discovered one more way that doesn't work. Next time, I will change this and this.
And if you keep falling forward again and again, something beautiful happens.
Slowly, you rise from the ashes of your old life.
Yeah, and I really love that image. Rise from the ashes is an idiom. It's like a phoenix, a mythical bird that burns and then is born again from the fire. It means you become strong again after everything looks destroyed.
Maybe your old version burned in 2025. Your old plans, your old identity, that was painful.
But from those ashes, a different you can stand up. Someone who is not complacent, who doesn't just drift, who knows they will fall short sometimes, but also knows how to claw their way back.
Someone who anticipates their weak moments, who doesn't let fear obscure their progress, who is brave enough to break out of patterns and keep moving.
Your 2026 comeback doesn't need to look perfect on Instagram. It just needs to feel honest inside you.
So maybe tonight, after this episode, you sit for 5 minutes with a notebook and you ask yourself 3 questions. Where did I drift into a life I do not want? Where did I hit rock bottom? And what is one way I can fall forward this week?
And if you want to share one of your answers with us, we would love to read it in the comments. You never know who your words might help.
Take a breath. You are not too late. Your story is not finished. And even if you feel like ashes right now, there is still so much life inside you.
All right, in a moment we will go into Word Tour and look closely at some of the powerful words and phrases we used today, so you can make them part of your own story.
Yes. We chose 10 strong words and phrases from this episode. We will explain them again, and you can repeat with us.
So you can not only feel the episode, you can also use the language in your own life. First word, complacent.
Complacent means you are too comfortable and satisfied, so you stop trying to grow or improve.
For example, after a few small wins, he became complacent and stopped working on himself.
Or, I do not want to feel complacent in my life. I still want to grow.
You can repeat complacent.
Complacent.
Slowly, come-play-cent.
Next word, anticipate.
To anticipate means to expect something before.
Word, anticipate.
To anticipate means to expect something before it happens and think about or plan for it.
For example, if you anticipate your weak moments, you can design better habits.
Or, we need to anticipate problems and prepare a plan B. Repeat, anticipate.
You can design, for example,
Expect something
word, anticipate.
To anticipate means to expect something before it happens and think about or plan. Anticipate means to expect something before it happens and think about or plan for it.
For example, if you anticipate your weak moments, you can design better habits.
Or, we need to anticipate problems and prepare a plan B. Repeat, anticipate.
Anticipate.
Slowly, anti.
跟你说个重要消息 ，Aspower 7周年大促正式来了，这次力度真的很狠，年付直降，买1年直接送1年使用。
Dissipate. Next word, devastate.
Devastate means to hurt someone very deeply emotionally. It is stronger than make sad.
For example, losing that job devastated her. She felt completely empty for weeks.
Or, it is devastate.
Dissipate. Next word, devastate.
Devastate means to hurt someone very deeply emotionally. It is stronger than make sad.
For example, losing that job devastated her. She felt completely empty for weeks.
Or, the news was devastating for the whole family.
You can repeat, devastate.
Devastate.
Take your time. Devastate.
Next word, obscure.
Obscure can be an adjective or a verb. As a verb, to obscure something means to hide it or make it less clear.
For example, fear can obscure your progress. It makes your growth hard to see.
Or, clouds obscured the mountain. We could not see the top. Repeat, obscure.
Obscure.
Slowly, obscure. Next expression, hit rock bottom.
Here.
Can be an adjective.
Next word, obscure.
Obscure can be an adjective or a verb. As a verb, to obscure something means to hide it or make it less clear.
For example, fear can obscure your progress. It makes your growth hard.
Not see slowly, obscure. Next expression, hit rock bottom.
To hit rock bottom means to reach your lowest point in life or in a situation. You feel you cannot go lower.
For example, after the breakup and losing his job, he felt he had hit rock bottom.
Or sometimes hitting rock bottom becomes the moment you finally change.
You can repeat, hit rock bottom.
Hit rock bottom.
Take your time. Hit rock bottom.
Next phrase, break out of a pattern.
To break out of a pattern means to escape from a habit or cycle you repeat again and again.
For example, if you always start big projects and never finish, you need to break out of that pattern.
Or, she finally broke out of her pattern of overthinking and took action. Repeat, break out of a pattern.
Break out of a pattern.
Slowly, break out of a pattern. Next expression, rise from the ashes.
To rise from the ashes means to become strong again after you were destroyed or very hurt, like the phoenix bird in stories.
For example, after a very hard year, she slowly rose from the ashes and rebuilt her life.
Or, a comeback means you rise from the ashes of your old habits.
You can repeat, rise from the ashes.
Rise from the ashes.
Take your time. Rise from the ashes.
Next phrasal verb, drift into something.
To drift into something means to slowly move into a situation without really choosing. It happens little by little.
For example, he did not plan a boring life. He just drifted into it, one easy choice at a time.
Or, if you have no plan, you can drift into other people's plans. Repeat, drift into.
Drift into.
Slowly, drift into.
Đúng một cái click tạo ra được những hình ảnh như thế này. hay tạo ra nhiều kiểu tóc khác nhau chỉ từ một tấm hình.
Next phrasal verb, fall short of something.
To fall short of something means to not reach the level or result that you wanted or expected.
For example, we fell short of our goal this month, but we still made progress.
Or, even if you fall short of your plan, you can try again with a better system.
You can repeat fall short of.
Fall short of.
Take your time. Fall short of.
Last one. Claw your way back to something.
To claw your way back means to return to a better place after a very bad time with a lot of effort and struggle.
For example, after hitting rock bottom, she slowly clawed her way back to a healthier life. Or, you can claw your way back to confidence, one small, brave action at a time.
Repeat, claw your way back.
Hitting
Claw of.
Last one. Claw your way back to something.
To claw your way back means to return to a better place after a very bad time with a lot of effort and struggle.
For example, after hitting rock bottom, she slowly clawed her way back to a healthier life. Or, you can claw your way back to confidence, one small, brave action at a time.
Repeat, claw your way back.
Claw your way back.
Slowly, claw your way back.
Good. That was our word tour for today.
If you want, you can replay this word tour and shadow with us. Repeat with us until these words feel natural in your mouth.
And remember, you do not need to use all 10 tomorrow. Even 1 or 2 words can already change how you talk about your life.
Especially words like rise from the ashes and claw your way back. Those are not just English, they are also a mindset.
Take a deep breath. You are learning, you are growing, and your comeback story is still being written.
Yeah, and even one small brave action this week is already part of that story.
If you want, you can share that one small action in the comments. We would love to read it.
And if this episode helped you, you can like, subscribe, and maybe send it to one friend who needs a 2026 comeback too.
Yes, this is Anna.
And this is Jake.
And you have been listening to the English Leap podcast. Bye.